Now from the riverfront of the Ohio, sellout crowd has arrived at Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati. Coming up, one game to decide who represents the AFC in the Super Bowl. It's the Denver Broncos and the Cincinnati Bengals. So glad to have you with us. Mike Tirico next to Greg Olson here in the booth. And we are underway at Paycor Stadium. Grade's going to return it. We'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop.
At their own 22-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22.
Gun.
Burrow going to open by putting it up. Going to get that complete to Jamar Chase. And he's got it to the 35-yard line.
12 yards.
That's the first grab of the game for the man leading the entire league in receptions coming into the weekend. He gets his team a first down. Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
12. Here we go. Right, 80. 11 empty. Stop.
Now a 2nd down throw for Burrow. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
Yards on the play.
Call it a gain of 13. And the Bengals going to have a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard
They've done a nice job
line.
spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. And think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often. So that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
17 yards as they hook up again and pick up the 1st.
And this is so much of the skill sets that we're seeing around the league at the running back position. You don't want to have to sub your running back off the field, Mike, when you build what they call these empty or 5-wide sets. Can you keep your running back and run true receiver routes and be a threat? Because when you can, there's a lot of big plays to be made.
It'll be 1st and goal. That's a gain of 28.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
And they'll get him down right around the 5-yard line.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
12. What? Right, 80. Right, up. Stop.
2nd down. Burrow. And he's in. Team Higgins. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Evan McPherson down to kick the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Bengals struck first in the AFC Championship game. They're out to a 7-0 lead.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Now the former Ohio State Buckeye, here's Jake Haydock. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. 18 yards. What a great way to start the drive. It's a 1st down.
Well, we knew coming into this one, Mike, that we were going to see a lot of this guy, and we knew we'd see a lot of him early. And if that first play is any indication of the rest of this game, this defense is going to have their hands full containing him.
They'll go play action with Nix. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball, modest gain.
He'll try and throw for it on 3rd and 1. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Marvin Mims there. And now it's 4th down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Sanders' kick is good. And the Broncos are on the board. It's 7-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Gray going to return it. Get across the 20, mark him at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
On 2. Here we go, here we go.
Burrow, RPO, to get it to Chase. He'll be out of bounds. Decent pickup of 5 on 1st down.
Out of bounds at the 27-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 5.
Get it. Ready.
Now this looks like a design run. And he's got a Bengals 1st down as he gets it to about the 34-yard line.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen, and not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2, but it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor, and when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
A 1st down throw for Burrow. Pass right side, and Higgins has the catch. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Remember, he had the touchdown on the opening drive, and here on drive 2, he gets a 1st down with that catch.
39-yard line.
Here we go.
To throw is Burrow. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line. That's catch 3 just on this drive, and it gets his team a first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's first and 10.
180. 180.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. He'll find Andre Yosibov. And he will score! Andre Yosibov. Touchdown, Bengals. Greg, offensive coordinator's script to start of the game. This script has read perfectly. What a great start for this offense.
It just seems like every play this offensive coordinator dials up is perfectly timed and then perfectly executed. They've been aggressive, they've been efficient right since the start of this one. And I'll tell you what, Mike, they continue to build on this lead here early. This is going to be a long day for this defense.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
A first down throw for Nix. Taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So a quarter in the books in the AFC Championship. 14-3 is the score. Greg and I back here in Cincinnati after this. The Broncos in possession of the football to begin the second quarter. They've got it looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. From the shotgun, here's Nix. To the right side, he's got Ingram, the tight end. And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now it's Dobbins. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. It'll be a pickup of 10. First down, Broncos.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
And this time they are ready for him. Thrown for a loss. And it's second down.
Second and 11 at the Bengals' 44-yard line.
Back to throw is Nix. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Evan Ingram, the intended target. Third down coming up.
And when you look down the field, Mike, there's just really nobody creating any real separation. And instead, he tries to give one of his guys a 50-50 contested catch opportunity. But with the coverage as tight as it was, it just falls incomplete.
Nix from the gun on third down. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
21 yards.
His first catch here in this AFC title game, and it's a first down.
A gain of 21 yards. First down, Broncos.
Here's Nix to throw. The pressure gets there, and down he goes.
Watch the the pursuit by this defensive end. The quarterback tries to escape the pocket, but he just keeps on chasing him, and he closes that ground in a hurry and brings him down for a big sack.
They'll give it to Dobbins. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to third down.
So his team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
It is third and long. Throwing is Nix. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. That's the safety, Geno Stone. And the Bengals are going to get the football here as it'll come out to the 20.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10.
11. Right, 80.
Here's Burrow. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. Love to start any drive like that. 18 on the first play. And a first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
We'll try and set up the tight end screen. Now he's loose down the right sideline. And he will go all the way. Chase Brown. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Well, they get the running back out of the backfield, and Greg, we find him in the end zone, a touchdown pass.
Mike, we call those short throw, long run. It's every quarterback's dream. He's able to get the ball out of his hand to his intended target. And in this case, this guy, he does the rest.
Makes the score, Bengals 21, Broncos 3. Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Nix out of throw it here on first down. Now here's another ball that's intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
At the 31-yard line.
Thomas.
On first and 10, Burrow to the middle of the field, caught by Higgins. And he will get into the end zone. T. Higgins, touchdown Bengals. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his second touchdown of the game. On is McPherson for the extra point. His kick is good, and the Bengals stretch it out, leading now by the score of 28-3.
Broncos 3. Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
A run with the Central Florida runner, R.J. Harvey. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
It's a
gain of 14. Good for a quick first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Mims sent in motion here. That's taken in. It's R.J. Harvey. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
From the gun, that is a run with Harvey. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. A gain there of 16 yards. Good for a Denver first down.
Second and short. Normally, this is a great time, Mike, to put the ball in the air and try to press the ball downfield. But in this case, they keep it on the ground. Has a similar effect. They pick up a good gain and a first down.
Captain.
On first down, here's Nix to throw. Ingram able to get open. Makes the catch. Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts. Clock will stop just under 30 seconds to go in this second quarter. Down at the 12. It's first and 10.
Shanahan.
They'll throw. It's Nix. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
Working the middle, that's Harvey. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
A 2-yard loss brings up
Now a timeout, Denver. That's their second. Talk things over before third down. Jason Sanders on to try the field goal. Now the Bengals are going to call the first of their timeouts. Talk things over before third down. So the Broncos will turn things over to the field goal unit. This just a little more than a chip shot. 32-yard attempt. So, one half in the books. Second half coming up. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
The Lamar Hunt Trophy waiting to be claimed. 30 minutes away, unless, of course, we have overtime. We're back underway in the AFC title game.
Mike 44.
On the ground, here's Dobbins. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. From the 38 now, here's second down and 7. To throw is Nix. That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
Pretty unforgettable performance so far in the first half, Mike, and they're going to try to figure this out here in the second half and try to gain some momentum. Figure out what's going to work, where are our matchups, and let's go try to put a drive together and get some points, because so far this has been a struggle, and they just cannot get anything going through the air.
Throw it. Nix. He's got his tight end. It's Ingram. going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield.
13 yards on the play.
Pickup there of 13. First down, Broncos.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Broncos.
A run with Dobbins. And he will lose yardage on the play. They knock him back to midfield.
Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
Second down. Nix. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Cortland Sutton, the intended receiver, and it's going to bring up a third down. Now Nick's going to look to throw. And on third down, that ball is incomplete. Troy Franklin, the intended target. And it's going to lead to fourth down. On fourth down, Jeremy Crawshaw on the punt for Denver. And we won't see a return here. This is going to be marked down inside the 15.
At their own 11-yard line.
Here we go. 180.
On first down, Burrow. He'll set up the screen to Brown. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds after a gain of only a couple.
He's out of bounds.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
He connects with Gray on that one. Inside the 30. And he's going to take this all the way to the house. 86 yards. Touchdown, Cincinnati. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his fourth touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
At their own 35-yard line.
Almost done. Ready.
Drive starts on the ground, and this is Harvey. A nice pickup, moving it across the 40. We'll give him 6 on that play. From the 41. Here's second down and 4.
Almost done. Ready. Away, away, away. Away, away, away.
Working out of the gun. It's Nick. There's a short one taken by Ingram. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
A 5-yard gain on the play. First down, Denver.
Ready. I'm up.
He'll drop to throw. To the outside. Hauled in by Sutton. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 16 yards.
16-yard pickup on that one. Good for a Denver first down.
A gain of 16
And up until this point, we haven't seen a lot go their way, but here in the third quarter, they're starting to find some plays. They're starting to get some opportunities. Just got to ask yourself if it's too little, too late.
Mims sent in motion here. Oh, the blitz gets there quickly, and down he goes.
It's second down.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long.
Hold on, son. Ready.
Back to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
And this is really just more of the same that we saw in the first half. They have made it a huge struggle in the passing game. I mean, just no easy completions, no open space. Every single ball has been contested, and they've done a great job all day.
And this ball incomplete on third down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the two straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. Truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
And that one not placed as well as he had hoped. It's all the way into the end zone for a touchdown.
Let's get set.
Play action now. It's Burrow. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down.
That's good.
Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a first down.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now. Here's first and 10.
Here we go. Behind.
Running from the pistol, it's Brown. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down.
Down at the 39-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3.
Go. Get up.
Here's a design run. And he'll be close to a first down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Here we go. Behind.
Has caught Gesicki on the right. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. 22 yards, the pickup there. It's a Cincinnati first down.
Oftentimes in the NFL, Mike, blitzing a good quarterback can kind of be feast or famine, because what you do is you actually speed up their process of identifying the open target. So in this case, it's an underneath safety outlet.
And he's into the end zone yet again. T. Higgins. Touchdown, Bengals. Saving his best for the playoffs. His third touchdown of the game. McPherson now for the PAT. It's up and good. And the Bengals stretch things out even further.
42. Broncos 6. Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Hold on, son. Ready.
A first down throw for Nix. Now they'll set up the screen for Harvey. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start. And a loss of yards on the play.
Second and 12.
One quarter remains here in the AFC Championship game. This is the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. From the shotgun, here's Nix. That's caught by Harvey. Inside the 20. And they are into the end zone for the first time today. R.J. Harvey. Touchdown, Denver. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. At least a little payoff with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Ray going to return it. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there.
Their own 25-yard line.
On one, ready? Gun.
Now Brown. He'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line. It's a nice start to the drive, a gain of 10, and a quick first down.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the fourth quarter, which typically means I had to lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
Not much there. Maybe a yard.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up second and 8.
So, from the 37, here's second and 8.
Here we go.
On the ground, it's Brown. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up third down.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
And he's going to be out of bounds after a pickup of about 4, but that is enough to keep the drive alive. First down.
Certainly not the biggest gain by any means, but he does a really nice job getting past the sticks, keeping his feet in bounds, and ultimately picks up the first down.
On 2.
Set to go now on first and 10.
Here we go. 180. Stop.
A carry here for Brown. And he's going to be very close to the first down marker. Out of bounds after a gain of 9.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
Here we go.
The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jamar Chase. And it's going to be third down.
Here we go. 11.
The RPO, that one is complete. His first catch here in this AFC title game, and it's a first down.
3rd and inches, you're thinking the tight ends are on the field to block for the back or the quarterback, but not here. Nice setup here, playing to the tendencies of their offense, and they come away with a nice completion.
A first down throw for Burrow. Pass right side, and Higgins has the catch.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Second down, Burrow. That one to the end zone, but incomplete.
Well, we all know the running joke, right, Mike? If this guy could catch, he'd be playing offense. And, well, I think that's kind of a joke for the past. These defensive players are incredible these days. That's just too easy. You've got to secure that interception for your defense and get off the field.
That's into the hands of Gesicki. He's got it. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
Now they're entering the area of the field, especially with the amount of yards they've gained on this possession, Mike, where it feels like a touchdown is critical. For the defense, settling for a field goal here, especially with the ball where it is, feels like a win.
And they continue to turn out first down. What a drive. It continues now with first and goal.
I'm one, right?
Another Bengals first down.
Here we go.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Right in.
This one caught at the 4. And he's not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose yardage. They push him backwards.
We call them safeties because they're usually the last line of defense, but not here. On this play, he's up there at the line of scrimmage attacking the offense, and he takes him down for a negative play.
On 2, ready?
Backed up to the 3. It's second and goal.
Here we go.
And that play took a little long to develop. They stopped it for no gain at the 4.
Ray Greenlaw on the tackle.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half.
Third and goal.
We're back to crown an AFC champion after this. So the last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now, it's third and goal. Now, Burrow. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. And he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone. Jamar Chase. Touchdown, Cincinnati. We might need a calculator before this one is done. It has been one-sided, and the route rolls on, Greg.
Absolutely, Mike. And they just keep piling on the points. I mean, this offensive play caller, he's saying, it's never enough. I'm going to try to score with every possession, and we've seen him do that all game long.
Bengals 49, Broncos 13. Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. They'll begin on the ground with Harden. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second.
Now it's second and 1. Throwing is Nix. And he wisely hit the deck at the end of that one. No unnecessary shot there. It is a first down.
I love this call, Mike. Second down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. But a nice job by the quarterback. Realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the first down. The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Ready. Show.
Now, a second down throw for Nix. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up third and 7.
Third and 7. Back to throw is Nix. And for a third time today, he's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take over just shy of midfield.
Nix's pass. Intercepted. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 48-yard line.
On one, ready? Gun. Stop. Hey, can. Stop.
The run here with Brown. And he will be taken down. We'll see if they want to use those timeouts, but this one is about done.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Gun. Big 13.
So this one in the win column for the Bengals. As they will lift the Lamar Hunt Trophy, they are off to the Super Bowl in 2 weeks as champions of the AFC. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Bengals as we say so long from Cincinnati.
The top prize in the NFL is the Lombardi Trophy, but some individual hardware is pretty nice to end a season with too. Today, one of their players has a reason to celebrate.